Hi Alice.
Oh, hello, Dan.
Hey, Alice, I have an idea.
Oh, great. Oh, great. So, what is it?
About that stuff we learned in archaeology class today. About the transition from the early Stone Age to the Middle Stone Age.
Yeah, that is when the professor says might have been the transition to modern humans from some kind of pre-modern hominid.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that such an important transition must be very slow and gradual. It must be that it would happen step by step over a long period of time. Therefore, it must be true that the various sites that date to the start of the Middle Stone Age all date to different time periods, depending on where in Africa you look, and each site might have a different part of the overall set of changes in material culture, reflecting this mosaic-like transition from pre-modern to modern. What do you think? Do you want to get a cup of coffee somewhere and talk about it?
You certainly have done some of the reading for this class, Dan.
Yes, I have.
Unfortunately, you only read the titles of the articles and textbook chapters and not the actual content.
How did you know that?
Well, because I read the articles and papers we were assigned, and I can easily demonstrate why everything you just said is utterly wrong.
Huh?
There are a dozen late-period early Stone Age sites that cannot be older than about 250,000 years old, and about a dozen early-period Middle Stone Age sites that cannot be later than about 250,000 years old. That suggests that the transition is about 250,000 years ago. Then there is a handful of sites where the transition is pretty well dated. And guess what the dates are?
What?
250,000 years ago. Plus or minus.
Oh.
Facts. They matter in archaeology. And in this case, the available data such as they are at present seem to suggest that the early Stone Age to Middle Stone Age transition, at least in East and Central Africa where most of these data come from, was abrupt and rather sudden.
So, Alice, about that coffee.
I have to go, Dan. I have a pile of reading to do for class tomorrow.
Oh.
Catch you later. I'm off to the library.